have the company that is handling the IT aspects. We have the manufacturing company, which is the Marvel Natural Product PLC. We have the international operation aspect, which is handled by the H2W. And we also have the distribution arm called the Green Monday. So I believe that I'm having more of the Green Monday's members in the house this afternoon. I don't know whether we have guests in the house that are in this presentation. If you are a guest, you're welcome. But I want you at the end of this presentation to grab the arm of the person that invites you so that you also become a member and enjoy the benefits of being a Green Monday distributor. So Green Monday now utilizes the network marketing model to distribute this amazing solution worldwide. What I'm trying to say is that we've identified a solution to help the health needs and health challenges of people globally. And this solution, there's a system that is built around this solution known as Green Monday, which is the distribution arm of that I'm talking about this afternoon. So we are distributors. And as we all know, that network marketing is just getting the product from the company to the directly to the consumer. And there's a compensation plan built around that process that compensates or rewards the distributors that are doing such a thing. Now, that reward, that compensation, if you work on it, giving time to do it, can make you to create passive income so that when you are no more working, money is still coming in. And from creating passive income, we are able to achieve financial freedom. So we are all here this afternoon in achieving financial freedom, but we need to have knowledge of the products that we are showcasing to people to find solutions to their health problem so that we know how to meet their health challenges and at the same time use these products, how to build our team, to create our way to passive income and to achieve financial freedom. So the flagship product for this company is known as the Reader Herbal Bitters. Some of my clients call it tonic. Yes, it's tonic. So sometimes I need that tonic. You can give me that bitters. And I want you to know that in Green Monday, is not only, I'm not a medical doctor, I'm not a pharmacist, but if you are channeling this product down to the consumer, you need to have an idea how it works. So that when they're asking questions, you are able to say something about it confidently, and you are able to match products together for them so that it will meet their health needs. As it is meeting their health needs, it is meeting your health needs. So when we talk about Reader Herbal Bitters, there are so many testimonies. It mops off oxidative stress, it repairs damaged cells, it's a catalyst for other reader blends. I will still talk about the variants. It boosts immunity, it's a strong antioxidant, it's anti-diabetic, and it's anti-hypertensive. There are 5 main products blended together by the pharmacists into one that is known as Reader Herbal Bitters. And I'm going to mention the 5 main ingredients that is in these Reader Bitters. And I'm going to tell us the Yoruba name, the Igbo name, and the Hausa name, so that you know there are our indigenous herbs that we have at our fingertips, that we are showcasing the world, and in the process, we are building our way to financial freedom. Most of these plants are found in Asian countries, in Chinese environment, in other continents. But in our own Africa, in Nigeria here, these herbs are there. And these are what has been blended together to solve the problem that people are passing through as their health challenges. So the Reader Herbal Bitters, the first constituent I'm going to talk about is known as Coquelugo pilosa. Coquelugo pilosa. Coquelugo pilosa in Yoruba is known as Epa Ikun. epaikun. In English, it is known as quarrel groundnut. These particular herbs, in the olden days, they use it to solve problem of impotency. They use it to solve the problem of arthritis. It is an aphrodisiac. That is, it works on pains. It works on excessive pains. It is also an immunomodulator. That is why they said it builds immunity. And this particular squirrel groundnut, known as epaikun in Yoruba and known as Kukilugo pilosa as a botanical name, works on limbness. That is to say, somebody is saying that my limb, I can't lift it, it's painful, I'm having pains, upper arm, lower limbs. This epaikun is what is used for such cases. So we have Kukilugo pilosa. Another active ingredient in the Reader herbal bitters is known as Uvarian germane. Uvarian germane. Uvarian germane in English is known as finger roots. In Hausa, it is known as Kas Kaifi. In Yoruba, it is known as Akison. And in Igbo, it is known as Mumi Ohia. I may not pronounce it as the Igbos and Hausas will be pronouncing it, but I think we can grab the what I'm trying to pass across, that they are our local herbs that they've been in use for the past centuries. And these finger roots, known as Ivoricha Jame and Kaskaifi in Hausa, Mimihohia in Igbo, and Akisa in Yoruba, they use it for malaria, in treating malaria. They use it in treating kidney and liver infections. And it's also useful in urinary tract infections, gonorrhea, inability to pass urine as expected, anything that needs to do with the kidney, anything that needs to do with the urinary tract. These herbs is blend to treat such over the centuries ago. It also purifies blood. It removes it serves as an antioxidant, thereby purifying the blood in the body system, making it to have enough oxygen, and this oxygen moves to various parts of the body, and it now boosts the immunity in the body system. So that is talking about Ivorian germane. Then we have Senna alata. Senna alata in Yoruba is known as Ewe Asuwon. In Igbo, it is known as Ogalu. In Yoruba, it is known as Ewe Jedi. So we talk of pie, I'm having back pain, I'm running dysentery. Yeah, Senna alata is good. Also, it has fungicidal and laxative effects. That is why it's good for people that are used to pass constipated stool and don't go to toilet regularly. When they use Reader herbal bitters regularly, the Senna alata in it helps their digestive tracts and works on it to make them to go to toilet and move their bowel regularly. And this Senna alata has a little bit of pepper. I was made to understand for fan herbs to be effective, there is need for a little pepper in it. So this pepper that is there is just to make it more effective. And that is the third active ingredient in Reader herbal bitters. The fourth one is Ontaria ubelanta. Ontaria ubelanta is found in the rainforest in the southern part of Nigeria. In Edo, they call it Osu. In Yoruba, they call it Ere. In Igbo, they call it Kobi. So that you know that these are herbs that have been used for over centuries, and that is what is blended together to meet the health needs and health challenges globally. And this Ontaria ubelanta, what it does is to prevent miscarriages. They use it for people that want to get pregnant. So it works on in preventing miscarriages. It works on menorrhea. Menorrhea has to do with the blood menstrual cycle. So it makes the menstrual cycles to flow as expected. So the Ontaria ubelanta works on this. It is an anti-abortifacient plant. So if we have people that have infertility, if we have people that are saying that now that their menses is not flowing regularly, if we have people that says their menses is ceasing, give them reader herbal bitters because Ontaria iberlanta is part of the ingredients and is good to prevent miscarriages, to treat menorrhea, and to achieve pregnancy. The fifth main ingredient in reader herbal bitter is known as citrulose polysynthes. What did I call it? Let's type it. Citrulose polysynthes. Are we hearing me? Citrulose polysynthes is known as bara. Is known as bara in Yoruba. In English, it is known as bitter apple or white gourd. It is also in Igbo. It is known as egusi elili in Igbo. So these citrulose polysynthes works on stomach problem, anything that needs to do with the intestine. It also promotes menstruations. It is rich in potassium. This richness in potassium helps it in absorbing excessive sodium in the bloodstream. So by the time it's absorbing the excessive sodium, it lowers blood pressure. And that is why reader herbal bitters helps in bringing down the blood pressure of people that have high blood pressure. So these are the main 5 ingredients in the reader herbal bitters. So the pharmacists now look at it, they look at the constituents in percentages, they match it together to meet the health needs of people that are using reader herbal bitters. So I want to tell us how reader herbal bitters works. The next slide. Reader herbal bitters works by clearing the oxidative stress in the body system. We are exposed to a lot of things in our environment. Our lifestyles makes a lot of things to happen in our body. Some people smoke. This leads to oxidative stress. Alcohol leads to release of oxidative stress in our body system. The food that we eat, a lot of us don't even drink water now, soft drink that we used to take every day. Some people is indomie. To eat fresh food, there's no time. Fresh milk in those days is always at the doorsteps. Nowadays, it's still milk. Some people will use it twice. Some will still keep it inside the fridge. All these things, the fast foods, McDonald's, we visit Ace, we eat pizzas, we take ice cream. All this leaves some things in our body that causes oxidative stress. And when all this happens in our body, we found out that it makes our body to react in a way that we come down with various kind of complaints, we come down with various kind of ailments, comes down with various types of issues pertaining to our health. So we now take the reader herbal bitters that I've explained that contains those 5 main ingredients. When it enters the systems, it clears the system of all the free radicals that have been released into our system. And in the process, it removes all the toxins, it frees all the radical of the oxidative stress. So our heart is able to pump, to work better. Our skin is glowing. Our kidney is performing better. Our eyes is getting clearer. All the fat deposition in the arteries, in the blood vessels are being removed. The blood is able to move freely around the whole body to various organs, supplying oxygen, removing carbon dioxide. We breathe in through our lungs, and we found out we are healthier. Why? Because all those products, active ingredients that I've explained, enters our body system and clears the free radicals, and our organs, our body is able to perform at an optimal level. So that is how reader herbal bitter works, and all the other variants that are blended together with the herbal bitters. So now I will now be talking about the remaining variants So that I will now talk on how we can use this knowledge in building our team. We have the balm. It's quick in relieving pain. If you have nasal congestion, it's good. These are the active ingredients. If I should mention each one in Yoruba, Hausa, it will take a long time. But we see that there are some that I've mentioned that are in the active ingredients. The Bavarian Germain, the Coculugo Pilosa, there's an ointment base, there's eucalyptus oil, and there's menthol. These are so effective that there are a lot of testimony from using this balm. And these are the uses of the active ingredients. See, it contains anti-inflammatory properties. When I'm having acne or boil due to inflammatory process, just apply the balm. It assists the inflammatory process to evolve over time, or it will recede the acne that is coming out or the boil. So it is useful for joint, rheumatic pains, arthritis, and dislocation. You know, we talk about Bavarian Germain that is good on anything that has to do with arthritis. Then when you use it for cold, or use it for nasal congestion or catarrh, I have some women, they always put on cardigan. They are always feeling cold. Let them start using balm as cream in the morning, or they add it to their cream. They find out that they are no more feeling cold and they don't need to put on cardigan. I have some old women, like grandmas, like 70, 80, they feel cold in the morning. Let them use the Reader balm. I have someone that I will say, I've turned it to cream. Oh, that's what I use even after taking my bath, and I'm no more feeling cold. So it's effective on cold and catarrh, and it's effective for waist, back, and chest pain because of the active ingredient that is embedded in the balm. So going to the next product, we have the fat burner. The fat burner is an amazing product. That is the ogbonge that burns the fat in the body. It supports heart rate control. Men and women can use this, and it speeds up metabolism and crash free energy. These are the active ingredients that are in the fat burner. Let's look at the active ingredients. Somebody was asking me about the active ingredients in our products, and she was like, she has used a lot of other products, and she can memorize all the active ingredients. I should just tell her some of the active ingredients in our home products. And when I started, she was like, I've not heard this one before. I've not heard this one before. And I've used more than 10 types of herbal products. And I told her, that means this one is going to work better than those ones that you've used before, because the active ingredients are not something that is just common. This one is special from Nigeria to the world. So these are the active ingredients. You can see the senna and latta there. We have the hibiscus sabdarifa, croton peduliforus. You can Google it. You find out that they are of African origin. They are found in Africa. They have the Yoruba name, the Igbo name, the Hausa name. And let us see how this active ingredient works. You see, it is used for the treatment of constipation, diarrhea, irritable bowel syndrome. See, when some people start taking fat burner, they complain that they are running stool. The visits to the toilet is frequent. It's because the product is working on the intestinal tract to treat anything that is irritable. If they can tolerate it within 5 to 6 days, everything stops and their bowel becomes normal, because it would have cleared everything that is there. See? Then it would have cleared, I need the slide, it would have cleared everything that is in the intestine. Then the way the active ingredients were mashed together, it yields valuable results in weight loss. Even people that were not using it consistently found out there is difference in their body system. So when somebody comes to us and said, I want to shed weight, I'm having constipation, it's like I'm having diabetes. You see, by the time you give them fat burner, you combine it with Reader herbal bitters, it brings about an amazing result. And the people that have high blood pressure can use it because it lowers the cholesterol level if it is high. and in the process, it brings down the high blood pressure. So if you now combine it with the reader bitters, you find out that the constituent in the reader herbal bitter is different from the one in the fat burner. So it can be blended together, it can be used together. It's only the center latter that is the same thing in the two. Other active ingredients are different because some people just give people fat burner, they will not have the reader capsule, the reader liquid. Let's combine it. It makes it to work much better for the person that is using the fat burner. The next product is the cleanser. The cleanser contains Onthera ubelanta, Citrulus colocynthis, Moringa oleifera, Cinnamomum verum, and Gladiolus pistacinus. These are active ingredients in the cleanser. And when we look at Onthera ubelanta, we now talk about it, that it prevents miscarriage. So when we have people with infertility, or they talk about, they run a scan, they're having pelvic infection, this ingredient is effective against any range of infection in the body. It strengthens the immune system. So it is valuable for health conditions and various kinds of infection across a wide range. See, I've used it for various complaints of infections and it gives amazing results. It also has a powerful antibacterial and fungicidal effect and is rich in antimicrobial agents. So it is used for fever. Combine it with the reader capsule if somebody is feeling feverish. Good for sore throats, any lung infection, asthmatics, bronchitis, eye and hair infection, scurvy and catarrh. It is also effective in the management of metabolic liver disease, especially people that are obese. You know, we talk about Citrulus colocynthis, I would say it works on stomach problem, it works on diabetes. See, when people are obese, they tend to have diabetes sometimes, they tend to have high blood pressure. So if you combine reader bitters with cleanser for them, it's valuable in reducing high blood pressure. So, and it also reduces high blood sugar. So it's good for diabetic patients. It's also good for patients that are hypertensive. But most of the time, we just ask hypertensive patients to take reader herbal bitters. We can combine cleanser with it for them, and it's effective. So the next product is fire. Fire for them, for men. Fire, fire, fire. This fire for men is mainly for men. No. I don't know whether a woman had tried it or used it before. Maybe the fire to increase in that area. But I think it's fire for men. You see, it improves libido. Then it helps in promoting male reproductive system. And it also contains key vitamins, antioxidants, and botanicals. And these are the active ingredients. If you look at it very well, you find out that you don't have the active ingredients of reader bitters in these active ingredients. And that is why you can combine it with the reader herbal bitters to have maximum effects. Some people give fire alone. The patient will say, it's not working. I'm not really seeing the effects. Somebody will say in Yoruba, Ogwale will not work if there is jedi. Add reader herbal bitters to it so that it blends and give the maximum effects that we want. How does this active ingredient work? You see, they are used to treat impotence, premature ejaculation, and infertility in men. You know, in the reader bitters, we have the coculicopylosa, which is a paikun, and that one treats impotence. By the time you add it with the reader fire, you find a blend that helps in managing the health condition of such an individual. It is used as a sexual stimulant. It strengthens the central nervous system and fights inflammation. Then it's used as like a painkiller, as an aphrodisiac. Coculicopylosa also have that effect. Then it also possesses antibacterial effects. So when there are infections, various infections that affect sperms, then you can use fire for a man. It also prevents, it has anti-cancer, antifungal property. That's why it's good for prostates. A man can use it to prevent prostate cancer. If a person is already down with any prostate issue, they can use it. It manages it effectively for body pains, for malaria, headache. That means as a man, you should use fire regularly, combining it with the reader herbal bitters. If you know you are the one that is on the high, that has a high libido, you can do alternate days. You can use it twice in a week if you don't have any other problem, because it's good for men. And the next product I will be talking about is the Restore, which is Restore for women. Because by the time the man is using fire, that means the woman should use Restore also regularly, so that the woman will not run away from the fire. So when we are giving the woman Restore, you should try as much as possible to give the husband fire also. But based on the complaint of the man, based on his sexual experience, we can talk about the dosage on how to take it. I will not be going to the dosage. I just want to tell about the active ingredients, how we can listen to our clients, and how we can use this to build our team. See, the Restore is for women. It's a good product. Women that have been using it have been having a surge, a youthful surge in their appearances. And the younger ones that are using it find out that their menstrual cycle, their hormonal level is well balanced. So it's a product that is good for women. So it improves reproductive health, it strengthens the uterus, and restores hormonal balance. So the active ingredients in Restore are biphyton potassium, Euphorbia diatoni, Coccyligo pilosa, and Ananas comosum. When we look at all these products, the active ingredients, we found out that Coccyligo pilosa is the only one that is in radar bitter, and that makes it easy for us to combine our Restore with bitters too, for people, for maximum effects. We also have some other personal hygiene products. So let's look at the uses, the active uses, uses of the active ingredients. See, it prevents miscarriage, prevents abortion. So we have women that have recurrent miscarriage, we can give them Restore. Then it has strong antioxidant activity. It is also effective in managing amenorrhea. Anything that deals with menstrual cycle in a woman, it is good. Then it's good for ementiasis, which is warm. Majority of the time, we used to forget that we need to deworm ourselves, even as an adult. Sometimes we used to remember for children because the way they play and everything. But by the time we become an adult, we don't even remember to deworm ourselves. When you use your Restore regularly, it has that ementiasis effect and prevents venereal disease and whooping cough. Then it facilitates healthy blood flow and circulatory health by decreasing blood clots, and it reduces risk factor of stroke and recurrent heart attack. That means there is a woman that complains of high blood pressure, you can combine Restore with reader herbal bitters for such a woman, because it reduces the risk factor of stroke, it prevents recurrent heart attacks. It also has hepatoprotective activities, that it strengthens the liver and protects the liver. So for women, this is good. You want your liver to be well protected and well strengthened. It helps the liver, especially when we talk even in the area of hepatitis B or anything that has to do with the liver. It has anti-fibroid, anti-hypertensive, anti-inflammatory, anti-malaria, you can see that we have something substantial in our hands to meet the health needs of people in the world. Am I saying something? We have something good. We have something amazing. We have something that is rich that we can showcase to the world. So it is used to treat infertility in women. It also boosts the immune system against viral and fungal infection, and it provides general wellness. The main thing, it is a good relief of headache. If we have a woman, somebody called me some days ago and said, this woman used to have serious headaches, will not sleep at night. I said, no problem. The woman will need reader bitters and we need Restore the headache. So we can see what Green Monday as a company has for us that we are carrying about. We need to see how effective it is. We even need to appreciate them in the way they combine the active ingredients in such a way that it is not toxic to the system. Instead, it helps the system to perform at an optimal level. Now, as a member, as a Green Monday distributor, how can you use this opportunity, this product, in building your team or in building your business? Now you have the knowledge of the active ingredients. So when you have a client that comes, you need to ask questions, because a client just tell you, I'm having a headache. You need to ask questions. Are you having high blood pressure? Is your blood pressure okay? Are there any other things you want to tell me? They tell you I used to have pain, backache. You need to ask questions from your client to know where to come in and how to prescribe, how to prescribe the product they are going to need. That is number one. Number two, as a distributor, you yourself need to use these products. It is when you use it that you'll be able to talk about it very well. If you don't use the product, how are you now going to tell a client that if you use it, this is what can happen, this is the experience you are going to have? So we also need to use the product for our own health needs, so that when money comes, we'll be alive and healthy to spend it. So we need to take care of our own health too. Then our own experience, we can use it to handle our clients. So when they come, ask questions. If you don't have an understanding, look up to your upline that knows about it and bring them into the picture to help you out. Then we now have different categories of clients and we have different categories of customers. We have a lot of people join this business because of the product. They use it, it's effective, and people want to buy it cheaper. Let me be a member so that I can get it cheaper. Let me be a member so that I can introduce it to others. Let me be a member so that I can enjoy the referral bonus. There are some of your clients, when they come, we have the 90 days plan of telling them how to use this product. Our body system differs. Some people will use it within a month, everything will resolve. Some people use it within 2 weeks, everything will resolve. Some people have to use it for more than 3 months before they are able to even see something significant or a change in what they complain about. So we need to make them to understand from the onset. This treatment you are going to start, there is a plan. It is 90 days. This is the amount it's going to cost you. But if you can come in as a distributor, this is the amount, this is the difference in what you are going to buy as a non-distributor and what you are going to buy as a distributor. The person will look at it and say, yeah, it makes sense. Okay, let me register. The person becomes a team member. We have some clients, they will tell you, no, I just want to try it first. I don't want to register now. Just let me try it. They try it, and they found out it's effective, it's okay. The next thing is, oh, I'm interested, I want to register. We have some people, they will use it, they will continue to use it for like 1 year, 2 years. They are not yet ready to register. You continue to tell them, come and register, but there are some ways to go about it. I have a client, but the first time she bought the product, she bought like 20,000. 2 liquid, 2 capsule, and bam. And she was able to see the effect within 2 weeks. And the next thing was, I need to buy like 3 months supply of these products. And she was listing everything. Which one did you have again? We have Restore. Okay, give me 4. Which one do you have again? We have Fire. Give me 3. Which one? By the time we listed everything was going to like 160,000. Madam, why don't you register? He pays you to, instead, I'm not interested. I don't want to register. Just give me the product. Just send it over to me. I don't want to market. I want to be using it for myself and for my family. The next thing she did was to call me that, she saw a colleague at work. The colleague has similar case like her own. I've given her your number. She will call you. She might need the product. I said, okay, madam. Another time she called again. Prefer another one. I said, madam, come. So many times we visit the salon after making our hair. People will say, I said, I love your hair. Oh. I love your hairstyle. We introduce them to the beauty salon. They make their hair. But the woman, the salonist, did not give us any returns for referring people. You'll be referring people to me. If you can register, there is referral bonus. She now looked at me and said, referral bonus, like how much? I said, well, if you have somebody that registered with 75,000, you have a 75. That 75, you can use it to buy part of the products that you are buying. And she was like, okay, it's making sense. So I think I've referred like 4 or 3 people to you. Okay, I will register. But I don't want to say. I said, if you can buy something like 160,000, 200,000 just for the use in your home, you have friends too that can buy just for the use in their homes. So you are not selling, you are just referring them to the products. So when you come on board, you just tell your friends, they come on board under you. I'm not selling. That's another way of building your team, using the product because they use it. It was effective. And so they want to come on board. Some wants to come on board, some are not interested. But based on relationship, based on dialogue, based on communication over time with them, they're able to talk to them to make them realize the need to come on board. And from there, you are building your team. I have some people that will tell you, I'm not interested, but I have somebody that needs your product. By the time the person that needs the product meets you, the person is like, I want to register. There's no problem. If I can get it cheaper, I will register. And they do what? They register. Some people come on board because they have a lot of people around them that have health needs. And they believe that with this thing, I can help people. I can be of help to people. And when you make them to understand that while they are helping people, they are able to put money in their own pockets. When that bulb, that light click in their brain, in their head, they reason along with you. And before you know it, they are ready to register. What I'm trying to say is that there are some people that will register immediately. There are some people that it takes time. You need to work on them. There are some people that you need to prick their mindset. You need to work on the situation around for them to understand the need to become a member. There are some people, they will keep on referring people to you. If you don't make them to understand that this is that you are referring, there is an opportunity of you having a referral bonus. They will not see the necessity of coming on board. And there are some people, because they want to use it as an extra source of income, they easily come on board. So these products, they are safe, effective, they're of quick action. And we can even use that one to get people into our team, to build our team, taking into cognizance knowledge of CISUs, attending presentation, prospecting that we've been learning since, and using it in building our team. Because if you want to sell and sell, the salesman syndrome can just set in and you are fed up. But when you are building your team and people are coming in, even if they are just buying 1 bottle every month, you have something. So it's a lifestyle product. Make them to understand. Like I said, I used to have constipation. I don't used to visit it, I don't have the urge of visiting the toilets. But like maybe 3 days, the 5th day, if I enter the toilet, I found out that it's either I'm stealing with blood. So I started using reader capsule for over a year now. And I found out that I toilet easily. I visit the toilet regularly now. And I'm no more passing constipated stool. Why? I'm using it regularly. I've made it a lifestyle product. So when you have clients, you make them to understand this is not a drug that I use for 3 days to stop. It's not a drug that I use for 5 days to stop. It's a lifestyle product. Definitely they need to come on board because they'll be needing it regularly. So in the information that we give to them, we spike them to want to come on board, to want to use the product regularly. There was a time I shared a testimony about a lady that had fibroid and was using Restore and Reader capsule for like 3 months. And along the line, she got pregnant. MI says something, say, tell her now she start using Reader body wash, body butter, so that she starts glowing with her pregnancy. Now see the need to be a member. Because to her, it's like, I've stopped, I'm okay, I'm pregnant. But there are still other things to use. And so by the time you now tell her, come on board, you still need this, you still need this, your children will need this, your husband will need this. And before you knew it, they are on board. So this product is amazing. And you can use it to build your team and to work your way to create passive income and create financial wealth for yourself. So I don't know whether we have people that can, if you have questions, we have people that want to add to what have been their experience in how they handle their clients, and their clients later became a member of their team. That experience, that knowledge, we can also share it with us so that people can know how they can use these products that the system is built around in Green Monday, that there's the compensation plan revolves around it, how we can use it in building our team and in building our way to financial freedom. Thank you very much. So questions?
Thank you, the doc.
Thank you, Ma.
That was a nice presentation.
Coach.
All correct.
Questions on how we can match our products in handling cases, and now we can talk our clients into becoming a member of the Green Monday using our products when they've used it, and how to go about it. Questions, contribution. Can our bitters and cleanser affect a baby when the woman did not know she has conceived? Our cleanser and bitters cannot affect the baby. I have a lot of people, but the only thing the moment the woman, gets to know that she's pregnant, she needs to stop the products. The reason is that, our body differs. Our body chemistry and how we react when we are pregnant as women differs. But all the people that have used the products and along the line found out they are pregnant and they stopped, nothing happens to their baby so far. There has not been any negative effect on the baby. I even have a lady, she got pregnant for 2 months. She was still using the bitters. She did not even know that she was pregnant. When she got to know, she called me and said, I'm pregnant, and it's 2 months gone, and I'm still using the bitter. I said, you have to stop. She said, I'm agile. Even as I am, I can climb like 20 staircases at the same time. It's like the bitter is even giving me energy that I should allow her to continue. I said, no, you have to stop. In the constituent of the reader, we have the one that even prevents miscarriages. But there are others there that you just have to stop it so that you attend antenatal, you are placed on other things till the baby, reach maturity and is giving birth to. So our bitters and cleanser restore will not affect the baby. All the babies so far, all the reader babies so far are hale and healthy. Then talking about what we can use for neck tumors. Talking about the neck tumors, first of all, you take into consideration the sex, whether male or female. And when we talk of neck tumor, we have gota, or maybe there is a, 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 a swelling around these areas.
Uncle T.
The tumor around the
Ó
neck
ga jù.
needs, you need to first of all identify which type of tumor
Ẹ̀kújọ́
it
3.
is. But the first thing to use is the bitters. Because
Wow,
we have
Ìbàdàn
those ones
lẹ́wà.
that are anti-cancerous, that are
Ẹ̀
anti-tumor in their
lẹ̀ wá ní
properties.
wá tún ní kẹ́ bá mi chátẹ̀ lùbọ́ wá.
Someone is on mute and is disturbing us. So when they use the
Yẹ̀wò
reader
yẹn náà
bitters,
nice.
it
Àwọn
reduces
trust
the
yín àbí kò
tumor.
ṣẹ̀yìn ṣùkẹ́ ni o. Ẹ o lọ́hùn. Ẹ lẹ́sà.
Mrs.
Ẹ̀kújọ́
Omojokun,
3. How did you find our product?
Mrs. Omojokun, please mute yourself. Oh. So the reader bitters is the first main thing for the tumor. If the person is a lady, you can add restore. So far, restore works on fibroid. Fibroid is also a benign tumor and it reduces its size. So if there are neck tumors, such a woman also can use restore. And if you look at fire for men, it has anti-cancerous and anti-tumor. If the person is a male, you can add fire. But the main thing there is the reader bitters. The main things. When they have tumors, ask for other things. They might be having high blood pressure, they might be having diabetes. They now want to see whether you can add cleanser. But the main one is the reader bitters for tumors. Any other question?
All right. Well done, Ma.
Then he's talking about somebody with PID. That is pelvic inflammatory disease or pelvic inflammatory infection for women. Is reader bitters to combine it with cleanser. Anything infection, use cleanser. And you combine it with the reader bitters, either liquid or capsule. But I used to tell people, combine capsule with capsule. It's not that the liquid will not work, but the capsule is cost effective for your clients, especially those ones that complain that they don't have money. When you look at the price for capsule and you compare with the price for the number of liquid or the tonic they will use for 90 days, you find out that to use capsule for them is okay. I have capsule and I have liquid. I use my liquid for emergency cases, like if I have sore throat, if I have cough, if I need it for topical application. But some people prefer the liquid. But within a week, your 250 minutes is finished. And your capsule can go for a month and a half. So you tell them it's cost effective when you have 4 capsule packs. That's 30K. And it can take you for 3 months. But if I'm to buy like 18 bottles of 250 mils, or I'm to buy 9 bottles of 500 mils, because sometimes they prefer the liquid, fine. But when they look at the cost, they can come on board to have it cheaper, or they go for the capsule to be able to use it regularly. So for PID or pelvic inflammatory infection, cleanser and reader. Thank you, sir. There's somebody that is asking a question that today is my first time of being introduced to the business and is talking about the effectiveness. Okay, let me share my testimony for you to know that the product is effective. See, for some time, I've been using some other products to handle fibroids. But I found out that recently when Restore came last year, I think that would be around October last year, I shifted to Restore. No, I started with I'm having multiples like 9. And all the other ones I've been using, we're just reducing it. I'm still having my 9 and they're just going to small, and they are being reduced. But when I started Restore, within using it for 3 months, going for my scan, I found out that it remains just one for this. That's how effective the products are. There was a day I was having sore throat, and I just gargle just 20 mil. The next morning, nothing like sore throat, nothing like cough again. What I'm trying to tell you is that the product is effective. When I want to prescribe reader, I'm not even afraid at all because I know there will always be a testimony. So,
Hello, ma.
yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm looking at the question the person asked, and the person is asking because there are two angles I want to come at it from. Because the person is asking as regards the effectiveness of restore on like a blocked, maybe a woman with blocked fallopian tube. Also, I would like to explain on that, and also the amount of products, how long, because one of the things that I think a lot of us make the mistake of, even though you mentioned it, I just want to emphasize it, is that we just feel that once you take the product, because this thing they've said it works, I just take one capsule pack and it's fine. So I want to also encourage us to emphasize to our people the time length that it might take. It might not be as fast as some for the others, but also to answer both together, because he asked specifically about blocked fallopian tube.
Well, talking about the blocked fallopian tube, the main product there is Restore, which is combined with the reader herbal bitters for the woman. Most of them blocked fallopian tubes occur as a result of infection. Maybe there's an infection along the line, maybe not well treated, maybe the person had a baby before, maybe through DCS, and anything occurred during the process, maybe, and there's a block, tube. So the woman goes on Restore, and it works on the blockage, gradually removing it so that the person can achieve pregnancy. Then it works on the ovary, maintaining hormonal imbalance so that there will be, the woman can achieve pregnancy. But as I said, our body chemistry differs. The way we respond to products or to supplements differs. And that's why the company now places it at 90 days. At least, if you can use this thing for 90 days, you'll be able to achieve a maximum effect for what you want to use it for. But one thing I want us to understand is this. For example, I have two clients that I'm handling on fibroid. The first client was able to take a Restore at night, 2 capsules daily, effectively. My second client had complaints, and I had to reduce her Restore to 1 capsule per night. She's a young girl of 38 years, not yet married, and she's having multiple fibroids. So she was using Restore, but she complained of dizziness. She complains of when the message comes, the first 2 months, so heavy. And the complaint was too much. I had to reduce her Restore to 1. See, the body composition and chemistry differs. While the other woman said the Restore makes her to stool a lot, but she's enjoying the stooling. It's like she goes to the toilet like 4 times in the morning, but she's okay with it. And because of what she's looking for, she will bear the stooling. And she was able to bear it for like 6 days. And after the 6 days, she called me and said, I'm no more stooling. No, my stooling is regularized and it's okay. Some people will stop halfway. By the time they start again, the stooling will continue. What I want us to know is that those products are working on something in the system. When we feel that we are not comfortable with the effect, the dosage can be reduced. So the company now puts it for 90 days. These 90 days, some people will use it for 180 days because they reduce their own dosage. Some people will use it for the 90 days before they are able to achieve results. So if you use it for a month and you're able to achieve results, that does not mean you should stop. It's just like you being given Ambicloss and you're asked to use it for 5 days. And on the 3rd day, you are okay. You just stop your Ambicloss and you are no more using it. Before you know it, there can be a reoccurrence. So there can be a resistance. These products, they are herbs, right? But also have scientific properties. But because they are herbs, our body are able to tolerate and eliminate them. And they are not toxic because they are herbs. Because when God even created us as human beings, what he gave us to eat is herbs and fruits. It's through technology and everything that we change everything. We are eating meat. Somebody even said it's after the flood because animals are more than human beings. So human beings have to start eating animal. And that's why we started eating meat. So the animals will not be killing the remaining human beings that were alive. So when we start eating all those things, they start having the effects on our body. But when you go herbal, you use herbs, you just find out that it's more, the side effects is like we are eating food. So when you take the product, at least, whether you are able to achieve the necessary something, it's only pregnant women that we ask them to stop. And after they've given birth, they can continue. Like a woman that had reached menopause can just use Restore as a lifestyle and be using it regularly. Like I said, like a man of 40 years old that don't want to have any issue with his prostate can be used. It's a lifestyle product. It's what you use on and on. Like I said, I've been using the capsule. Every morning I will take two. If I have a break, it will be like maybe 2 or 3 days. Then I will continue. And I found out that I don't have problem about going to toilet like I used to have in those days. So when it becomes a lifestyle product, you see, the amount of toxins that we gather in our system reduces, and our body is able to perform at optimal level. So 90 days, it can be more than 90 days when we want to treat our clients. It's only the pregnant women that can stop because they are pregnant. If our clients are not pregnant, let's encourage them to do the 90 days complete, then maintain a lifestyle on the products. Because if you don't want to take the product again, then you have to change your lifestyle. Some of us, we drink mineral every day. I remember there was time somebody asked a question, am I going to be using this product for life? And MD answered and said, you have to change your lifestyle too if you don't want to be using the products for life. Except you are not exposed to toxic substances, except you are not taking sugary things, except you are not drinking mineral, or you are not taking sugar, except you are mostly on fruit, you are not eating all this carbohydrate food, then you can now say you don't need reader. But if you are still maintaining your lifestyle, we all need it. It's a lifestyle product. So the Restore is effective for blood tools. We need to make sure our clients use the 90 days. And for them to get it cheaper, we need to talk with them, give them informed information so that they come on board as a distributor and we're able to build our team. For Restore, the dosage varies based on your client's complaint. That's what I'm trying to say. When we talk about prescribing this, telling our client how to use these products, it depends on the individual. Like I said, I have someone that takes 2 capsules of Restore at night, and I have somebody that takes just 1 at night, and I have those ones that takes Restore capsule 1 alternate days. Based on their complaints, based on the reason why you are prescribing the products to them, we determine the number of capsules they are going to use. But for me, if it's fibroid, I ask them to take 2 capsules at night. 2 capsules of reader in the morning, 2 capsules of Restore at night. That's how I prescribe for fibroid. But if there's a complaint, I ask them to reduce it to 1. But if it's a menopausal woman that wants to enjoy sexual activity, that wants to have this hormonal surge of feeling young, that did not want, what do they call it, menopausal syndrome, and wants to use Restore, they can use it on alternate days because they are just using it for their health benefits, like a lifestyle product. But if they are using it to treat something, the person has to use it accurately as it's expected to. But if it's just a lifestyle something, I can just use 1 capsule per day. I can use 1 capsule alternate days. So the prescription or how your clients will use the products depends on their complaints, depends on what they want to use it for, and also depends on their age and weight. I don't know whether I've been able to answer the question. Well, 2 capsules of reader bitters at night and 2 capsules in the evening. If a person is taking the reader capsule with variants, it's better the person takes 2 capsules of reader in the morning and the variants at night. If I'm using reader capsule with fat burner, I will take the reader capsule in the morning and I will take fat burner at night. But if I'm using just reader capsule, I can decide to take my reader 2 capsules in the morning and I can decide to take it 2 capsules at night. But let's say I'm using it to treat high blood pressure. And I started with 2 capsules in the morning and 2 capsules at night. And I found out that my blood pressure had come to the normal level that I want it to be. Then I can take my reader capsule just 2 in the morning. It has become a lifestyle product to maintain that blood pressure at the level it is. I don't need to take it in the morning and at night again. The picture I'm painting is this. There are some people that have health conditions. There's a way they will take the product. There are some people that are using it just to maintain a normal, healthy life. There's a way they will take the products. So if my own is that I don't want to be visiting the hospital, I don't want to be falling sick all the time, I'm the type that have malaria every month, I don't want to be having malaria, I can take reader capsule just 2 daily. I can even take it alternate day. Coronavirus can even decide to take reader capsule 3 times a day. Can decide to take it twice a day because it's targeting something. So when there's a condition you are targeting, the dosage will differ for when you just want to use it as a lifestyle product. That's what I'm bringing out. And even when you are using it to target a particular condition, depending on the reaction of your clients to the product, will determine even the amount, the dosage, whether you have to do review. You have to do review. That's how MI used to put it. He said, let the person use it for a month, then we review. Let the person use it for 2 weeks, then we review. So you want to know whether you want to increase the dosage, you want to know whether you want to reduce it, you want to know whether the person can go on with it, you review. You just don't give a patient 90 days and ask them to go and be taking it. You call, you ask them, how are you feeling? If you have any complaint, just call me so that we know how, or they will stop taking the product and it just be there and they will not use it again. And they will tell you it's not working and they are not achieving results. So you just have to call them, ask them how far. I have a client that has asthma and I place her on reader capsule and cleanser. And I asked her to also use the reader capsule for like a week before starting the cleanser. On the 6th day, she called me and said, she's not feeling okay. Can she start the cleanser? I said, okay, start. You've already taken the capsule for 5 days. So just start the capsule every 2 in the morning, then start your cleanser at night. See, you call them, you ask them, you know how you can change it. There are some people that take reader capsule at night and they take cleanser in the morning. If you have complaint, you can switch it, change the cleanser tonight, put the capsule in the morning. There are some people that will tell you that when they take capsule in the night, they are unable to, they sleep too much, and some people say they are unable to sleep. Ask them to shift it to morning. Let's see how they will react to that of morning, so that you know how you help them on how they take their products. So if they take their product and they're okay with it, you're able to tell them to be a member and tell other people about it. And it is liquid they are using. Let them use it before meal in the morning, after meal at night. There are some people that will tell you they used to have peppery sensation because of the senna alata. You ask them to pour it in half cup of water so that it's diluted, or they take it and they drink plenty of water. And some of them, you ask them to take it earlier before going to bed to prevent reflux, because sometimes that's when they complain they are having peppery sensations. So it depends on the complaint of each of your clients that determines how you are going to shift ground or you are going to shift paradigms as per the product that they are taking, so that it will be effective and they're able to take it and it will become a lifestyle product. So, any other question?
All right, ma. So that we don't take much.
Okay, somebody is raising his hand. So.
More time. I'm sure that we can do this consultation for Iwe Martins. Maybe we'll take that one as the last question so that we can end because we already passed our time.
Yes, so.
So Iwe Martins.
Let's unmute.
All right. Hello, can you hear me now?
Okay, I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, my name is Iwe Martin Sobona. I'm a distributor in Green Monday.
You're welcome, sir.
Yesterday being Sunday, one of brother in the church is having a problem in the body. He's talking about too much protein in the body. So they gave him some drugs to use, and that drug now developed side effects. Are you hearing me, ma'am?
Okay, sir.
Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you, sir.
All right. So this drug he took make him develop a side effect. He start having pain in the leg, in the thigh. So the pain is there. He could not walk. He have to start using stick to walk. So I gave him reader, and I told him to use one in the morning, one at night. Yesterday. So I don't know. Do I need to tell him to increase the? No, sorry. I told him to use 2 tablets in the afternoon because he's still using that tablet, that drug they gave to him. Because of that drug, he has to use that drug, one in the morning, one at night. And I told him to be using reader 2 capsules in the afternoon. I don't know whether that is okay or do I need to adjust?
Well, if he's on his orthodox medicine, it's just 2 hours interval between reader and his drugs. So he can still take the reader capsule in the morning when he wakes up. And after eating, he will take his normal hospital drug.
All right, ma'am.
Do you understand, sir?
Yes.
So the 2 capsules in the morning is okay. Let him use it for like a week or 2 weeks and you review him if he has no complaint. I know the 2 capsules is okay. He's not likely to have any complaint. But he can take the reader capsule in the morning and let 2 hours be before taking his orthodox drug. Because the reader capsule in the morning gives a kind of energy. If it's at home, you'll be able to sleep very well. And also clears the brain. There's this, you are being agile and your body is active when you take readers in the morning. You understand? So he can take the capsule first in the morning. After, taking his food, he can take his orthodox medicine. Because the reader capsule even helps in working on the side effects of the orthodox drug medicine that he's taking. So it's okay. If he has no complaint, you can review him after 2 weeks and ask him to continue.
All right. Thank you very much.
Welcome, sir. We need to end though. So I appreciate everyone for joining the presentation today. And let us use our knowledge of the products and our interaction with our clients and help them on coming on board so that we can build our team. That is the main thing. I pray that God help us in Jesus' name. It is well with us. Nice week ahead. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Yes, ma.
Thank you. Wonderful session. Sorry for the interruption. No, it was a client that was calling me.
And you quickly want to sell them. Okay, ma. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you, everybody.
All right.
Yeah, so we have let's not forget our lines. Let's get our guests in. Yeah.